What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and I am on the Hot Mess Express today. I have been running all over. I had to go pick up my kid, and I am like 30 minutes late for this live. But just like Marcel tried to gaslight Tisha this entire episode, we're going to rev up the engine on this review and get it started. Let's just get into it, shall we?
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming here with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. But we not rise on board. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life, man. But thank God for the journey, that's for the plus. Yeah. Gratitude is a must. Yeah. Blessings all for my right hand. But I toast to the friends that take off to be low part time. Sit down in a class and we force them. Only see the road and we go on with the road.
Looking for ways to improve your health? Look no further. Visit www.shayreneeonline, where we provide healing beyond the prescription pad. We have hand-blended teas and herbs that are going to provide you with ultimate immune health, cold-pressed juices, as well as sea moss gels that are going to provide you with your daily vitamins and nutrients in just 2 tablespoons. Shop www.shayrenee.net and receive free shipping on all orders over $75. Don't wait, because a healthy life is ahead.
Yeah, I have a nerve to be late and eat a damn snack. What the audacity of me today? The audacity is at an all-time high, just like it has been in this entire episode, okay? Y'all, I don't understand why the Scotts and Martell think that it's okay to talk to these women the way that they do. Oh, you know what? I know why. Because they allow it. Kimmy sat there and allowed all of the behavior that Maurice has done. She made excuses for Maurice. She's making excuses for Marcel. Tisha, you've made excuses for him so long until now it doesn't benefit you anymore. This episode shows me just how much my theory of Marcel potentially getting ready to roll out on Tisha really sticks. I told y'all several reviews ago that, in my opinion, Marcel is setting it up to leave Tisha. He is going to leave her holding a bag of debt. That's exactly what he's going to do. And if I was her, I would get my head together and he can suck a bag of dicks. Okay? That's exactly what he can do. You trying to give me a bag of debt, and I'm going to give you a bag of dicks to suck. Because you will not ever leave me holding any bags of anything. How about that? But let's start off from the beginning of the fuckery and foolery, shall we? So the episode starts off where the Fletchers have set up dinner. Ironically, they call everybody's name in the house but Mel. Did y'all notice that? They call everybody to the round table to sup and sip and eat but Mel. Where was Mel at? Did they have to call her from another house? Like, was she not in the house with them? I didn't understand why they didn't call Mel, but I thought that was interesting. So they all sit down to eat. As they're getting their food, everybody's talking about, oh, you're going to make your own plate. You're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. And the guys talk about, yeah, I don't make plates for my wife. You know, I'm starting to think that this is no longer like built around like some random Southern tradition type of stuff. Like, you know how in the South, they like, oh, you cater, you know, it's Destiny's Child all the way, cater to your man. Okay. But you can't make your own plate and you can't make your wife a plate if you do make your own plate. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, moving on. So after they as they're talking about that, Stormy and Courtney arrive with little baby Chess. Chess is the cutest little thing. As messy as Stormy is, and as many clouds as she brings over this group. Does know how to make a cute little baby. I tell you that. That little boy is entire. He is so handsome. So they come in the house. Then the guys began to talk about Maurice in this interview because Marceau is like, yeah, I thought I was the worst brother, but it's actually you. I was like, wait a minute. I think both of y'all are equally trash. That's what I think. But, nobody asked me. So moving on, they began to, Marceau is saying that, he thought that he was the worst brother, but everybody's starting to see that it's Maurice because on the account of how he's been acting in all of these interviews, namely the interview that he did with Carlos King, where Maurice tried to make an excuse saying, guys, I know that interview with Carlos, it sounded really bad, but it really wasn't as bad as you thought. I was actually making fun of Carlos, I was just saying, I need sex as much as Carlos needs mess. Maurice, shut the hell up. You were bashing your wife. That's what you were. And it wasn't just the Carlos King show, sir. You went on Revolt talking about it. You went on Fox Soul talking about it. So let's not just try to say it was because you were trying to throw jabs and play coy with Carlos King. That's not the case at all. You went on several platforms on YouTube talking smack. Excuse me, y'all. I ran in here to get on live with y'all, and my voice is a little cracky. Never fear. Tea is here. My husband had it ready for me when I came in the house. So then, after he makes excuses about his interviews, he begins to just double down on saying how it was in the interview with Carlos. He was even doubling down, saying that it was so admirable for Kimmy to go ahead and just take the dick after she's gone through so much with chemotherapy and she's going through so much with her illness that she's so admirable for what she's doing. No, Kimmy is full of shit, just like you. I just don't understand why he is not taking this serious. And I really think that the only reason Maurice sat there and apologized is because everybody wasn't going for it. Everybody made him feel bad about it. More people than not were saying that he was Kimmy is the victim and he's the villain in the situation. And he was expecting people to laugh with him. That's the problem. That's the part that's a mind fuck for me with the three smooth head, bald heads. All of y'all sit there and say all this stupid stuff, this male chauvinistic bullshit, and you really think that other people are going to agree with y'all in this mentality. This caveman mentality that you have, it doesn't work. Everybody sees right through y'all bullshit. Nobody sees anything funny in any of the stuff that y'all are doing or saying. I would think that y'all would be embarrassed at this point with how foolish y'all have been acting. It's crazy. When the only two people that agree with you is Martell and Marceau, that's a problem. And it sounds like Marceau isn't even agreeing with Maurice in this situation by him saying, I thought I was the worst brother. Now you really proved it's you. I never can understand why sex or talk of sex is even coming out of your mouth at all at this point, Maurice. Why? Let's get into some of these comments, y'all. Hey, Shay Renee, how are you? What's up, Michelle? How you be? Oh, this is my message. Me coming in late. What's up, Abyss Say Winning? How you doing? Take your time, girl. I took enough time. I was in traffic trying to get home and sped on in here. Jasmine Simmons says, hey everyone, good afternoon. What's up? What's up? Blissfully Evolving says, hey lady, what's up? What's up? Relly says, because Mel was in that house. Or I think you said she wasn't in that house. Wasn't. Oh, she wasn't in that house. Where was she at? Is she in a different, like there's a separate house there or something? That would make sense. I mean, she shouldn't be in there with Martell. Relly says Chess is cute. Yes, he definitely is. Relly says exactly. He doubled down, and when Claudia and Funky Geneva tried to make him see his stupid ways, he tripled down. Exactly. Exactly. Because you went on, like I said, he went on several platforms. They were playing the interview he did with Carlos King, but they didn't even play the part where he said, I need sex as much as you need mess. They played the part with him doubling down on it in the interview with Carlos King. So you don't have any legs to stand on here, sir. Michelle says, why would Maurice joke about something like that? Exactly. Relly says Marceau, Maurice, and Martell are extremely childish, that it's almost painful. Exactly. And none of them, I don't understand how any of them really think that their logic is sensible in 2023. I don't get it. But moving on, y'all. After they talk about him and all the stuff that he did, Kimmy chimes in saying that he took way too long to clear it up and that it was just too much. It didn't protect her. Like she felt like he did way too much. But then she seemingly always says something about it and then protects him in the same second. I'm just like, Kimmy, I don't know. I don't know what to do with you. Like, defense mode is over for you. At this point, you like it, I love it. Okay? So then he comes out with this half-ass apology saying, you know what? In his confessional, he says, I wish I could just hit the delete button and I didn't say any of it. I just wish I didn't. And even Mel chimed in and was like, well, if that's how you know, if you saying stuff like that, that got to be coming from the heart. That can't just be coming off of your joke. It sounds like that's coming from the heart. And I agree. I'm so glad that Mel said that because all of y'all are dancing around what's really obvious here. This is really how this Negro is. Uncaring, unkind, and he don't give a damn about what Kimmy is going through. All he cares about is himself. You married her so that you can have a guaranteed rollover in the sack. That's what you're treating her like. You're treating her like your living maid. She handles all your businesses, sleeps with you whenever you want to, clean up your house. It's like she's your slave / assistant / wife. That's the only reason why you got married. Because clearly it took you longer damn enough to get married. Y'all was engaged for how long? 8 damn years? Ridiculous. But Kimmy, nobody can defend you anymore because every single time you seemingly hold him accountable, you turn right back around, like I said, and defend him. And it doesn't, so don't even say anything. Just sit there and be like, you know what, guys? You know what? I'm just gonna let Maurice do whatever he wants to do to me. Because I don't care, so why should you? So moving on, he fake apologizes and she's like, oh, thank you. But I'm like, your apology in front of everybody wasn't even as heartfelt as it was in your confessional. So it's like, does it even really mean anything? So then Martell is sitting at the table. And people notice that he's seemingly wearing a wedding ring. Now, this is the wedding ring that everybody saw him wearing a couple months back, wondering whether him and Coleslaw got married or whatever. I want to know, tell me in the chat, who saw that interview or that talk, if you will, with Latrice and Stormy on Carlos's channel? Let me know in the comments if y'all saw that. That was very enlightening because that conversation with Latrice and Stormy let me know that a lot of these mofos on these shows is just doing shit for camera time. And this is the stunt that Martell is doing. You don't have nothing going on. Mel is not going to fight with you. So now you want to pull a stunt and wear a wedding ring so that now you can continue to try to attach yourself to her in any way you can to start some drama. Because, ooh, she done changed her name now. I can't mess with her by calling her Mrs. Holt anymore. I can't, she won't be in the room with me for more than 2 seconds. So I can't really argue with her. So let me try to pull these little stunts and wear a wedding ring. You wearing this wedding ring for people to ask you questions. That's exactly what he did. Tanisha Breelove says she saw the interview. Okay, good. Comment down below. Let me know who else saw the interview. Because I think that in that interview, it was just a lot that came out. It really even further showed me that Stormy needs to take her ass over to Bell Collective. Because she does not have any connection with anybody in this group. Like Stormy left out at one point after at this dinner, and we didn't even notice her for the rest of the episode. Like, we didn't need her. You're not a pillar in this show. Good. Okay. Tanisha Latasha V says she saw it. Jasmine Simmons saw it. Okay. Good. This is just further letting me know how much Stormy doesn't fit in with this episode. She knows more about what's going on Bell Collective. She had more chemistry with Latrice than she does with any of these people on this show. Stormy is looking kind of like Mel does. Like, she don't really fool with none of these folks. At least Mel has history with these people to even consider being on the show with them. Stormy don't have shit with these people, so she don't really technically need to be here. She really don't, not even technically, she don't need to be here, to tell the truth. What are you here for? She should take her ass right on over to Bell Collective. Or hell, even if she's a person that bounces back and forth on both shows. I don't know, but she really is not needed on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But moving on. They asked Martell about the ring. He says, I don't know, wishful thinking. Then Nell said, what the hell? You think Mel gonna take your ass back? First of all, Nell, you get a little feisty with everything. Like, everything is just over the top. You're yelling and carrying on. I don't know why is you so upset, honey? Why is you so upset? So Nell gets to yelling and carrying on, and Marceau stops the conversation dead in its tracks. He's like, whoa, okay? We are not going to connect Martell Holt or Melody Rogers, okay? We're going to leave them separate. They said that they don't want to be connected at all. Let's just stop talking about it. First of all, Marceau was seemingly trying to defend Mel, but he really was being shady, because all you really were doing was trying to throw a jab at Martell that Melody has changed her name because she knows that he's pissed about it. That's all that was. They are so full of shit on this show and always fucking with each other. It's unbelievable. So they ceased the conversation on that. And my thing is, why even try to spark any type of conversation where Mel and Martell are in the same sentence? Clearly, this lady doesn't want to be around him. She barely want to be around any of you mofos. So why are you even, why? Now, y'all, this is the part where I should have said this in the beginning. I had another person in my comments. If y'all saw our panel, the Unbiased Opinion panel, shout out to my girl, Conversations with Sean. And y'all know one of my faves, Scotty by Nature, joined our panel on Tuesday. There was a young lady in my comments, okay? I'm not gonna be petty, because listen, I'm gonna start this off by saying to y'all, I have absolutely no problem with anybody disagreeing with me. I actually feel that it gives healthy conversation. Okay. Absolutely no problem with anybody disagreeing with me. A lot of y'all disagree with me all the time. And y'all notice in the comment section after the video is over, I will respond to everybody. Even if I don't agree with your comment, I will still like your comment for you even commenting down below, because that lets me know that you're watching the video to even have an opinion. And I appreciate that, right? But sometimes, and y'all know I'm going to address it, because that's just keeps it real, and I hope y'all can appreciate that about me. There was somebody, Lady JG, okay? Lady JG had a bone to pick, honey, with Mr. Scotty by nature, okay? And that's my boy. So even if you don't agree with some of the people that come up on our panel, we're not going to be attacking people in our comments, okay? That's just not, I'm not going to ever take that. I know we had an incident a couple of months back when Jeremy was on the panel with us. Listen, everybody is allowed to have their own opinion. But what I'm never going to do is allow people to attack anybody that takes the time out of their day to come up on our panel. Now, I agree. People that take the time to watch the video and comment, we appreciate you too. So I would never let anybody on the panel attack anybody in the comments. But we're not going to keep going back and forth. If somebody doesn't agree with you, you can't keep forcing somebody to have your opinion. So let me tell y'all what happened. So Lady JG says to me that she says, why don't I quit YouTube and work a 9 to 5? Now, if you obviously have been watching me for quite some time, you know I have my own business and I work a 9 to 5. I have never told y'all where I work, and I will never tell y'all where I work. But I also have a 9 to 5 job. So clearly sis does not listen, okay? I reiterated, I do have a 9 to 5 job to her in a response. Then she says, I said, you must not pay attention because she said something to the effect of, we keep saying Mel need to come off of her own show and we shouldn't say Mel need to leave her own show. And I'm saying this to y'all because I'm talking about this whole situation with Mel and Martell where she don't want to communicate with him. She's in a whole nother house from the rest of the cast because she really don't rock with a lot of people on this show. We simply said that Mel could easily have her own show. We didn't say she needed to leave the show, but we said that it's obvious that she doesn't vibe with any of these people on the show but the Fletchers. Okay? That's it. That's called having an opinion. It's also called being resourceful and having eyes to see. And I asked in the chat on our panel, what would y'all want to see Mel doing on another show if she had her own show? On this show, do you think that she likes anybody on this show? Does she get along with anybody? It's clear that she doesn't. So this person says, oh, I'm paying attention and I'm clear on what was said. And no, I'm not a millimeter either. I'm just asking a question. I'm going off of what you were saying. What I'm saying is she shouldn't go unless she's ready. That's my opinion, as well as you stated yours for verbatim. So then she's attacking Scott. This person is attacking Scotty, saying that he hates Mel and he always talking trash about Mel. First of all, Scotty never said that he hates Mel. And this person said that Scotty called Mel a bitch. He never has called Mel a bitch. I have watched every single video that man has put up for Love and Marriage Huntsville, to be clear. And he has never called that lady a bitch, okay? Y'all got to stop putting words in people's mouth. That's not cute, nor is it okay. And then Scotty responds, Mel is nobody for me to hate. I don't even know her. So then this person says, I will rejoice and be glad at it too. Yes, because I told her, girl, you need to rejoice and be glad at it. Move on. Like, stop. So then she says, just like you want me to stop, sis, because I said, you need to let it go, sis. Like you're a dog with a bone. She says that should be across the board. Did I hear on that live Mel needs to leave this show? She hates everybody on there. How can she hate or dislike anyone? Y'all don't know her, right? Are y'all telling us how Mel feels about her castmates? But y'all sat up there and discussed it. What's the difference in what I'm doing? The difference in what you're doing is being a pest. Nobody, get on your channel and say what you want to say. You're sitting up here telling Scotty how he feels. And the man never said that. So I'm saying, in this moment, with this situation, how all this comes together with Martell and Melody, I didn't say Mel hates these people on the cast with her. But judging by her being in another house, okay, judging by her demeanor when she's around these people, there is no synchronicity. It's a clear separation. I don't think she hates these people, but it's very clear that they're not the best of friends. Hell, none of them really like each other, I don't think. Kimmy and damn Tisha are only cute together because they keep it cute because they're sister-in-laws. Kimmy has already said that she would never be friends with Kiki with Tisha if they weren't sister-in-laws. Who's Zone Good say, can we get to the review? The comment drama isn't what I tune in for. And this is my channel, and I'm going to talk about what I want. Thanks, Zane Good. Thank you for watching, but I'm bringing it all together, and I'm telling you what not to do in the comments and how it goes along with the show. But thank you for raising your opinion on what I'm doing on my channel. But stay tuned. We will review the show. Okay? This is what I'm talking about. Y'all need to not be telling me what I can talk about on my freaking channel. That's disrespectful and it irritates the fuck out of me. Let's move on. So then we go to Marceau and him talking about flashbacks about people and babies and a whole situation because Courtney and Stormy had to leave. So Courtney and Stormy take the kid because they have to go and pick up the nanny so that the nanny can watch the baby while they're doing all the things that they're doing on this trip. So Marceau was like, I'll watch chess. And everybody else was like, Courtney was like, you don't even watch your own damn kids. So how the hell you gonna watch our son? So I agree. My thing is, Marceau, you always talking about those are Tisha's kids. I don't, Tisha, those her children. I ain't doing nothing. She the one doing all that. She the housewife, blah, blah, blah. So how you gonna offer to watch somebody else's kid? You didn't even know your own son was allergic to peanut butter. I would not even let you watch my turtle. Okay, please. So Courtney was like, yeah, okay, we about to roll out. So then that's how they get into this whole situation with Marceau and Tisha and her taking this pregnancy test. Marceau literally sat there and gaslit the hell out of Tisha about this pregnancy test. Here's the thing. In that interview with Stormy and Latrice, they talked about how Marceau does. So Stormy basically said that Marceau does shit just to be seen so that he can be in more episodes. He does all these things to try to make sure that he has drama with somebody so that he can be on every episode. I guess they get paid per episode. Zane, I really am not in the mood today. I'm telling you right now. I've had a very long day. Just relax and listen to the review. It's not disrespectful for me to be honest about honesty. I think you meant honest about my thoughts about content creators drama. I asked you to move on. I didn't tell you. Okay, but you can also keep it to yourself and peace out. Thank you. You don't have to stay here. You can watch somebody else's fucking review. People are here because I do what I do and I do it very well. So don't ever tell me what to do on my fucking channel. Period. Moving on, Zane. But thanks for watching. But don't piss me off now. Y'all, I'm a Cancer, but I ain't no punk. Moving on. So Marceau begins to talk about, they get into the whole situation about Tisha taking this pregnancy test, right? So Tisha is like, I took a pregnancy test because I was having the same symptoms as when I was pregnant. So I took a pregnancy test and I told you about it. Like, if I was doing anything shady, why the hell would she even be telling Marceau about the pregnancy test? So Marceau is sitting up here using the fact that she took this pregnancy test to go off the deep end about her possibly cheating on him. Now, here's the thing. I hope y'all paid attention to Maurice and Martell looking at him like, do you really have room to get mad? Like, we know what you do. So why are you worrying about it? That's exactly how Maurice and Martell were looking at him. Like, sir, are you really sitting up here getting mad at Tisha and you are the one that's out here doing dirty? We've seen you. We've been there because we was doing it too. So he's like really trying to make her look bad and trying to get everybody on his side. Like, hey, y'all don't see where this is wrong. Like, I had a vasectomy and she's over here taking pregnancy tests. Like, what am I supposed to think? You supposed to think that your wife thinks that your vasectomy failed. Has she done anything to make you think that she's cheating on her? Have you seen pictures of her titties on somebody's pillow? Have you seen her back in photos? Have you seen her out going to Georgia looking at houses with people and going to lunch with friends and not saying who it is? Have you asked her, is she cheating on you, and she play ring around the rosy with your brain? No. And I'm so glad that Mel brought it up. Mel was like, you know what? It's just like, you know, you should believe Tisha, just like when she believed you when the pictures of the back came out. And, you know, when you play with her emotions and when she asks you straight up, are you cheating on her? And you never really give her a real response. And he ain't give her no response then either. I'm just like, you are a real piece of work, Marceau. You are really trying to carve it out that you are a victim in this whole situation. And somehow Tisha is showing everybody in Huntsville her BBL. Boy, go sit down somewhere. And then you have said, they have shown clip after clip of you telling her mother, oh, you'll never find any evidence of me cheating. It wasn't, I never cheated on her, that's why you'll never find evidence. It's, oh, you'll never find evidence of me cheating. It's not, I can't, oh, are you cheating on me? I can't tell you, I can't answer that for you, Tisha. Why can't you answer it? Y'all have all this stuff where you got in contracts not to talk about this, that, and the third. You doing all these things to try to stay on the show, but you don't want to tell the truth. I don't get it. Y'all are the least honest people on this show. And this scene right here shows that both of y'all are faking. Honestly, I think that Marceau is the one that's playing a game. Tisha is for real. Tisha really is not comfortable being on TV. She don't want to show her life. She doesn't want to be truthful. She wants to allow Marceau to cheat in peace so she don't look dumb. And Marceau wants to come on here and make her look dumb and collect a check doing it. That's what this is all about. And they both over here looking stupid as hell. So then Kimmy sounds off, well, Tisha, you know, it's really not that far-fetched for him to have questions because he did have a vasectomy. Kimmy, you and your hands can shut the fuck up, okay? You over here talking about it's not far-fetched, this, that, and the third, or whatever. Yeah, it's not far-fetched for you, for people to have an issue with your husband constantly talking about y'all fucking. And it's really far-fetched that you're not telling the truth and telling people that you're really going through menopause, in my opinion. You're going through menopause. That's why you don't want to fuck all the time. That's what you need to be saying. And the reason why you won't tell people that you're going through menopause, because you're lying about, you feel like you're not lying, but you don't want people to know how old your ass is. That's what it is. Kimmy is closer to 60 than she ever was to 40. Catch that tea. That's the whole problem. And that's why Maurice keeps saying it's in your head. Even though it's definitely, I feel like cancer does play a part of it. But I feel like it's also because you're going through menopause. And he's gaslighting you too. Let's keep it a buck. So Marceau, you over here gaslighting Tisha. You didn't address the back photo when Mel just brought it up again. You didn't address the cheating rumors. But yet you want to pounce on Tisha. And even Chris Fletcher was like, I mean, the pregnancy test is negative. Like, why are we even still talking about it? Then you get frustrated. Marceau gets frustrated because his little plan isn't working. The only people that's on his side is the man eater, Kimmy. that's sitting up here in the fucking sunken place with her sister, Tisha. Both of y'all are dumb as hell. But only reason Tisha want to drag herself, she's slowing the turn of her spoon in the sunken place and pulling herself out, is because now she doesn't want to, she don't want Marcel. She's like, wait a minute. I'm sitting up here agreeing with everything. I'm riding for you. I'm believing you and this, that, and the third. But you don't want to believe me? What? Girl, child. QT says, didn't Kimmy say chemo threw her into menopause? I don't remember her saying that. But Kimmy is going through menopause because of her age, in my opinion. She don't want to tell y'all that her ass is like 55. Kimmy is getting older. She's older. I mean, 55 is not old, but it is, you go through menopause during that stage of life. And she doesn't, if she said that it threw her into menopause, I'm believing that she's saying that also as a way to cover up her freaking age. Kimmy is not totally being honest about everything that's going on. That's what I think. That's what I think. So moving on, Tisha is obviously irritated, and he continues to try to make this a big ass deal. So Nell just kind of like puts a halt to all of this, okay? And she's like, all right, the men go do what the men doing, and the women gonna go do what they doing, okay? So, not Miss Wanda. A bitch stay winning. What's up, sis? A bitch stay winning says exactly, because Miss Wanda says she about her age. Right. Exactly. And you know the one says BBL. I'm old, Shay. What is that? A BBL isn't that a booty butt lift, or a breast and a butt lift? So basically, people that get their breasts and their butt done. That's what that is. That's what a BBL is. So yeah, I'm perimenopausal myself at 45. No shame in it. Absolutely. It's a Brazilian butt lift. That's QT. Thank you, sis, for clearing it up. Yeah, exactly. I'll be 40 in 2 years. Like, it's normal. Like, women, your ability to have children declines after 35. This is just all stuff that happens. I just think that we are being more honest about our stages in life. But Kimmy, she doesn't ever want to say how old she is. She doesn't want to bring, notice to the big gap between her and Maurice. That's what it is to me. That's what I think. So moving on, Brazilian butt lift. Oh, that ain't what it is? A bitch stay winning? Child, I don't know. I know it's something with your breast. I thought it was a breast. Something with your breast and your butt. It's something where you altering parts of your body. Okay, that's what it is. I ain't never gonna get one. Yeah, that's just what it is. I don't know. That stuff too expensive for me. Moving on, and I don't want to walk around here looking like a damn ant. So the ladies go outside to the pool. Okay, Mel is coming from her house on the hill over to hang out with the ladies, and she got one arm out of her cover up. And she has some sunglasses on. And Tisha says, oh, you look like Martell coming over here. Tisha, why on earth are you comparing Mel to Martell in any sort of way? You just can't help yourself but to be a messy little twit. Why are you even roping them together? Clearly, she doesn't want to hear her name uttered with this man. She went so far as to change her last name to not be close to this man at all. Okay? So why are you even comparing her to him at all? Are you mad because your husband defended her in the house? So now you want to try to compare her to Martell real quick to piss her off, or try to be slick about it? You real slick with your foolishness, Tisha. That's why your husband about ready to leave you with all that debt, and he using the fact that you possibly cheating as his excuse to try to roll out on your ass. Because he don't bit more believe you cheated on him than the man in the moon. He just over here playing games for shits and giggles, and you going right along with it, child. I cannot. So moving on. Mel is like, you doing team too much. Because she was like, why would you even compare me to him? Like, girl, bye. So then they go into talking about Martell and how he never made Mel. Mel says he never made her come. Now, all of them are like, girl, you is lying. You only saying that because y'all not getting along or you don't fool with him like that no more. And I believe her. I have friends that are in marriages and they're like, he don't really do all the stuff that I like, but everything else is bigger than that. Like I can get off by myself or like, it is what it is. But he's a good provider. He's a good dad and, blah, blah, blah. Girl, ain't no way. Let me tell you something, and I'm about to let y'all get in my business for a little second. My husband, and it's true, I'm telling you, it's hard for men to make a woman come. I believe that's it. And a lot of y'all don't know what will make y'all come. That's the bigger picture of it all. My husband is the only man that has ever made me have an orgasm. That's probably why I married his ass. Okay? And we've been together for now 20 years. Catch that tea. And I was having sex before I met him. And I'm 38. So there you go. So Mel said that they had a connection beyond that. So, there it is. And she said she likes for a man to talk freaky to her in the bedroom. And so they do a flashback on her actually saying that. She's like, listen, I like for a man to talk to me a certain way in the bedroom. He ain't doing that. And it is what it is. But Martell over here complaining about her not giving enough head when we find out she really was giving all the head that he asked for. And he's still out here cheating. So you ain't doing what it takes to satisfy her in the bedroom, but she's supposed to do everything that you wanted her to do. How that work? You giving me some mediocre ass dick and you not stimulating my mind. Let me tell you something. If there's any men watching the live, okay, you got to stimulate up here before you can stimulate anything down here. Because if you control this, that ain't far to go. Okay? That ain't far to go. That's just a little side note for you. But moving on. Then Kimmy, so then they start to talk about sex not being the forefront of their marriage. And then Mel says, well, it wasn't the forefront of our marriage. Like, obviously it is for you and Maurice, Kimmy. So Kimmy tries to defend Maurice, saying, you know what? Maurice really is a kind guy. He's really like a teddy bear and he does this and does that. Kimmy, I know you fucking lying. This is the same man that Destiny broke ass had to pay for y'all to go on a damn honeymoon. You've been saying you wanted to go on a honeymoon since y'all got married. And he wasn't really checking for doing any of that for you. But he's so kind and thoughtful. Who is you lying to, girl? I wonder if these people really realize that we really do watch this show and we really do pay attention to the bullshit that they be spewing about. Y'all like to lie in plain sight. And we catch you in open view. It's crazy to me. But girl, you like it. I love it. Then Kimmy talks about Kiowa and how Maurice was basically speaking so highly of her, saying that, Kiowa's my ex-wife. She's my son's mother. She's just, the sun and moon rises and sets on her, And Kimmy was like, and he didn't say nothing about me. Like, this is my wife and we're going to be together forever. And da-da-da. I'm like, girl, because you are a bona fide slave on paper. He just renamed you as wife. You are an assistant to him that he can fuck. This man doesn't give a damn about Kimmy for real. Like, I don't even really be seeing no chemistry between them when they're sitting there talking. It's both of them giving each other the baby talk. Kimmy is doing this. It's like Maurice. I be trying to tell you. And Maurice is like, yeah. Y'all are so dumb. Y'all look so dumb. I'm sick of it and I'm over it. So then Mel says she didn't feel, Kimmy goes on to say that she didn't feel protected by Maurice, by him doing all these interviews and whatnot and talking all this mess about her and what's happening. And Mel goes on to say that she didn't feel protected for years either in her marriage. So she totally understands what she's saying. And so Tisha says that she's rethinking having all this blind trust for Marcel, considering all the rumors circling around him. And, you know, it's just so easy for him to say that he doesn't trust her. She just doesn't understand it. So Mel is over there taking it all in. But did y'all notice how Mel had her phone like this? Mel was doing all those selfies when she first came out, but then her phone was on the video part, or the part of where you can look at the phone, or you're about to take a picture, or you can turn it to video. I'm like, Mel, like, you're recording these bitches. I feel like Mel was over there doing a little bit of recording for her damn self, because Mel, like, listen, I ain't about to play with you hoes, okay? That's one thing I'm not about to do with y'all ever again. Not playing with y'all. So I'm about to have evidence on all you heifers. That's what I'm going to do. Because if they don't play this scene right, I'm going to make sure I have the clips that I need. Okay? Definitely going to have the clips that I need. Because I think sis was over there recording what the hell they was talking about. But moving on, okay? Y'all, I'm going to need y'all to like the video. We got 91 people in the chat. Let's go ahead and like the video.
Yeah. Work, 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 work. To me, I can work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, in the girl with my dirt, 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 dirt. Try me, I deserve. Listen to I be lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience.
All right, y'all. I had to put my charger in my phone too, so I can go ahead and not die on y'all. Okay, so moving on. In the next scene, all right, the ladies get out of the pool, and now we have a cross view of the men. Okay, the men are talking about how Marcel, really, I don't even think that this scene was really needed. Why do we even have the men talking about this whole situation? Because all of them know good and damn well that Marcel is guilty. He's over here acting a fool over nothing. Like, why are we even entertaining this bullshit? So they're talking about Marcel acting like he's so hurt over this pregnancy test, knowing damn well he done his dirt too. So Fletcher says, Chris says, what's the difference? Like, because she isn't pregnant, so get over it. So Martell proceeds to talk about how, listen, women get away with it all the time because now you'll never know if she cheated because she's not pregnant. Martell, when did you become Carmen Sandiego, always trying to catch somebody damn cheating? You don't have no evidence on Mel cheating, so you had to sit up here and make some. You even used your own dick as collateral damage to create a video for some revenge pee so that you can try to get at Mel and make people think that, oh, Mel's a cheater just like me. You don't want to admit your wrongdoing so bad that you will go so far as to record her giving you dick, some head. And I bet you that was in a vulnerable moment when they were going back and forth. And he is so sick in the head that he would do some shit like that to put it out there. So you over here wondering why he can't catch Tisha up. Because it doesn't exist. Tisha is not out here doing him dirty, just like Mel wasn't doing you dirty. It's so amazing to me. The dirtiest niggas always got an issue if they even have an inkling that somebody could possibly be doing something to them. It's okay when you do it, but it's not cool when I do it. Men are really something else. You want to go ahead and go tell it on the mountain that a woman is a hoe and this, that, and the third if you think that she's cheating on you. But you can do whatever you want, and we supposed to forgive your raggedy, trifling ass. Y'all got the game fucked up. Because women don't need you like we did in the 60s and the 70s. We really don't. We can get a job. Hell, we can buy a dick. It's nice to have a warm body attached and a good attitude. But if you're going to be giving me a fucking headache, Hell, I can give my own damn self an orgasm like Mel apparently has been doing throughout her marriage. Moving on. So Marcel compares Tisha taking a pregnancy test to him taking an STD test. Baby, that is not the same at all. The fact that you would be taking an STD test is to imply that you potentially think that you have a disease. Okay? And to possibly have a disease, that means that you have definitely fucked somebody that you think has given you a disease. Okay? Now, with you and Tisha, it's a definite that y'all are having unprotected sex. Now, while you think that having a vasectomy is 99.9%, I have a friend that got pregnant and her husband had a vasectomy. They had 4 children. They had their first son, their second son, and then a set of twins. And they were like, we don't want no more damn kids. Okay. After the set of twins, he had a vasectomy. Guess who got pregnant? My cousin had her tubes tied. Guess who got pregnant? That's what I'm saying. Y'all keep sitting up here talking about there's no way or science and this, that, and the third. Now, I'm going to give Marcel a tiny little bit of grace here. Yes, does the thought come across your mind that, oh my God, how did she get pregnant? The first thing I would be thinking, though, is, damn, this shit ain't work. I paid all this money for this. What's going on? The first thing I wouldn't be thinking is that my wife is cheating on me. I would ask, hey, what makes you think that? You know, I have a vasectomy. What's going on? Like, are you okay? What made you think you were pregnant? I mean, I'm thinking that we can't get pregnant, but what's happening? She at least deserves a conversation before you sitting up here blaming her for some bullshit. So moving on, he continues to go on and on trying to justify his BS and, you know, go on the woe is me route. And Maurice and Martell are sitting over there boosting his ego, even though Maurice trying to straddle the fence, talking about, well, you know, she's hasn't been feeling well and this, that, and the third. And, you know, she's not pregnant. So why are you worried about it? Yeah, you're trying to tell him, listen, man, the juice ain't worth the squeeze for this, because you really don't understand that what you're doing is now making her open her eyes brighter and shine some more light on what the hell you doing. So you might not want to dive too deep into these waters, okay? Let it burn. Let it burn. So then Martell says that Marceau needs to lock Tisha back up in the house because she got a new body and she probably out here living her life. Martell, what the fuck are you talking about? And I agree, Marceau probably, that further confirms for me that the reason why he had her in the house is so that he can be out here doing his dirt and she won't be able to catch his ass. Because that's your formula for keeping everything copacetic, Martell? That what you try to do to Mel? Keep her in the house so she wouldn't be worried about what the hell you was out here doing with coleslaw? All of y'all are full of shit. Moving on. So Marceau says ignorance is bliss. He really don't want to know what's going on. Yes, you do. If something was going on, you would want to know. But don't try to play like that, because that's a mind game, y'all. Marceau said that ignorance is bliss simply because that's what he wants Tisha to be, ignorant. Okay, well, I'm going to act like ignorant. I'm going to make y'all think, the audience think that ignorance is bliss and that I'm okay. Or I really just don't want to know. I don't want to be devastated. You know, does she love me? Talking about this. Do you want me like you said you do? Boy, bye. You are not tripping off of Tisha. This is just another way for you to gaslight the hell out of her, like you did in this next scene. So Marceau and Tisha are in the room, and he acted funny coming in there, not speaking to her or whatever. And he's somebody, I just want to go to bed. And Tisha was like, we're not going to bed, man. That's not what we about to do. We're going to talk about this. What's your problem? Like, why are you acting like this? And why don't you believe that this vasectomy could possibly have failed in some sort of way? Why is that like so far-fetched for you? So then he says, well, I mean, I trust science over, you. And she's like, why? Like, what is wrong with you? There is a possibility. Like, I know people that have gotten pregnant off of their husband having a vasectomy. You don't know what you're talking about. And she was like, I wasn't feeling good. And the symptoms from when I was pregnant. And why would I even say anything to you if I was even like suspecting any form of foul play on my side? Or I did something wrong. Why would I even say something? And that's the truth. He don't pay attention to Tisha. If Tisha really was out here cheating on Marcel, why would she, number one, do the pregnancy test on national TV? And two, she would have done that behind the scenes and gotten an abortion if she thought that she could possibly be pregnant by some damn body else. Let's not play these little games. Both of y'all are in on the bullshit. Y'all don't want to talk about this lawsuit stuff. Y'all don't want to talk about why y'all moving house to house. Y'all don't want to talk about all the stuff that's really going on. So y'all both done work together to make up this cockamamie bullshit ass being mad at each other over, oh, I could possibly be pregnant or maybe not. And now you mad at me. Boo and bye to this bullshit. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Move on from it. So he continues to say that she's gaslighting him. You just wanted to use that verbiage because everybody always talks about how you gaslight Tisha. So now you want to try to piss her off and say she gaslighting you. And that is not the truth whatsoever. Marceau don't even believe that. So Maurice is knocking on the door because he hears them going back and forth. And Maurice is apparently the town crier in this house because he's just walking around in everybody's damn business because he later on spying on damn Martell and the broad that he brought in the house. But we'll get to that. So he knocks on the door. Tisha comes out all pissed off, talking about she going to sleep in the other room. And he's like, listen, okay? It's really, Marceau's not mad. He's just, it's probability over possibility, okay? That's what it is. You know what? Maurice, stop reading the dictionary and getting on here and talking your shit. You just talk your shit, B. I ain't got time. Anyway, Tisha go sleep in the other room. Moving on. So Maurice nosing around in the middle of the night and creeping around being nosy, living vicariously through Martell's peen. And he sees Martell bring some chick in the house. Now, everybody is wondering whether this is coleslaw, whether it's Shay or whatever. But I will say it can't be either of them because Maurice made a key statement. He said, Martell brought someone in the house that I've never seen before. He's definitely seen coleslaw before, and he's definitely seen Shay before. So I wonder what coleslaw thinks about her man bringing yet another bitch in the house. And wasn't this during the time that he was supposed to be pretending to be Shay's boyfriend? Okay. Furthermore, ladies, why are y'all fucking this man? I just want to know. The man has nothing to offer. And the woman, just the wife of his that was married to him for 13 years, child, done said that the dick ain't dicking. Well, he is eating ass. So, child, trash breath. Moving on. Martell checks on Marceau and he goes on and on telling Martell, this is the next day, how Tisha's gaslighting him and nobody should make him the bad guy. First of all, you are talking to the wrong person because this person gaslights everybody around them and he is the forever victim in anything that he does. Martell will never, he'll say, yeah, I was wrong for cheating. But Mel did this and Mel did that. That's why you will never get any further with people, with the audience, because you cannot fully accept responsibility for your bullshit. Ever. Just like your friend Marceau is over here doing. You never accept responsibility for shit, but you over here gaslighting Tisha like this. Unbelievable. So then Tisha is also talking to Kimmy, and she's like, you know what? I'm really going to have to take a closer look at some of the stuff that Marceau is doing. Because if he going to sit up here and immediately think that I'm out here doing wrong, then maybe I need to be paying closer attention to the shit that he doing. And I'm like, girl, okay. You still let Marceau dance around answering whether he's cheated on you, all this, that, and the third. You never require him to be truthful. This man has taken full vacations without you. He does all this stuff and tells you that it's none of your concern, puts all the business in your name and make you think you the boss, but you ain't really doing no damn work. He builds fake offices for you that is never going to come to fruition. And you going to have a whole brokerage, but ain't sold not one house. I don't understand. Both of y'all live in fucking La La Land. Like, seriously. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Y'all need to just go away from us with this because we don't got time. So we in the last scene and Nell and Chris are setting up some team building session and Nell tells him that she told Kiki she could come because Kiki called and asked if she could come and says that she gonna come up there and apologize to everybody and namely Kiki, Tisha and Marceau, and she really wants to come on the trip. And Nell tells her she can come. And Chris is like, I damn sure don't think that's a good idea. I think that was a wrong idea. We shouldn't have did that. Then Chris goes on and tells Nell that he brought Martell brought a broad in the house last night. So then Nell is like, that's really ridiculous. Why would he bring a chick in here? Like, that's disrespectful for him to bring her. She's not a part of the crew, basically. Why is he bringing women in here? So Chris proceeds to say he can bring whoever he wants in here. He's a single man, like, whatever. Here's my thing. If Mel brought a man in that house, y'all will all be freaking out, talking about, oh, that's disrespectful for her to bring a man in here. Just like you think it's disrespectful for Tisha to think that she's pregnant by her own husband that has a vasectomy. All of y'all are full of shit. That's just what it is to me. So anyway, now we got Kiki coming up here to do some bullshit to be texting to content creators, I guess. And Martell couldn't wait a couple of nights not to get his dick wet, so he bringing random birds up into the house. I don't know what the hell is going on in this show, but it's just a whole lot of deflecting and neglecting to tell your real story. Let's get into some of these comments, child. Because at the end of the day, Martell, you could have taken that chick somewhere else. You wanted people to see you with that girl. That's exactly what you did. You wanted, I don't know if he wanted Mel to see him with the chick or whatever, but Mel is not going to be jealous. So you just up here making yourself look even dumber. And then here's the thing. You sat up here wearing a wedding ring, talking about some wishful thinking, but then you got a bitch in the house the very same night. You're full of shit. That should tell the audience how much of a big ass liar you are. You are full of shit. You only want to be with Mel because of the benefits of Mel. That's it. You don't love this woman. You don't. Blissfully Evolving says, right, I'm so glad Mel chewed him up in real time while Kimmy sat there speechless. Exactly. Kimmy is so dumb. Get her, Shay, blue face smile. Y'all, listen. I don't got time for I've had a lot going on today. I'm just not in the mood for nobody and their bullshit, for real. I really am not. And I get it. Sometimes people just say what they're thinking right then and there, and they're just like, and she very well may have been like, you know what, I really don't care about what you're talking about. Let's just move on with the review. But that's when you just be quiet until I get to the review, or you just cut me off and come back when I'm done. And you can skip past that part and get right back on when I start going into the review. That's what you do strategically and respectfully. That's what you do. That's what I would have did. Because there's a lot of shit that I watch on some content creators' channels. And I'd be like, I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about right now. So I will kindly depart and come back when they get back on topic. I would never be bold enough to drop my imaginary balls in somebody's comments and tell them when to fucking move on. That's when you get your own channel and do what you want, do what you got to do on your own shit. But thank y'all for noticing. QT says, didn't Kimmy say chemo threw her into, we talked about that. I agree. They have nothing else to talk about. This pregnancy stuff is crazy. This show needs to be canceled, child. Listen, I'm just like, where are we going with this? Seriously, where are we going? Did you see Kiki and Marcel going back and forth? Yeah, I think that's coming up. Oh, you talking about on social media? Let me see. I think I got hold on, y'all. I think I got it. I took a screenshot of it. Yeah, Kiki. It wasn't Kiki. It was somebody else. And Marcel. I see where he says, speaking from experience, never again. And somebody, Kayla Sharp Leggett, says, I understand now. I'm praying for one family in particular, yours. Love and peace to you all. Marceau says, Nakia Jabbar, you kind of got to be on the same battlefield to be considered an enemy. Like most of the quarterbacks in the NFL don't consider me their rival. Weird how that works. Here he go talking in riddles. It don't make no sense what he's saying. And he really thinks that the shit that he says is so profound and makes sense. And it don't. Then he says he can also use bloggers. He at Kiki and says he can also use bloggers to put money in your pocket via Cash App. Thanks, brother. So I don't know if he was alluding to using AL to put money in Kiki's pocket. I have no idea. I don't know what they were doing, but Marceau is full of shit. And if I was Kiki, I wouldn't even be wasting my fingers typing back and forth on the internet with this fool. But yeah, I saw it and I was just like, these fools. I need to see more of it because I think I only got one piece of it. Abyss Say when it says exactly because Miss Wanda said that she was about her age. Okay, I think we talked about that. That is just that's what it is. That is correct. Brazilian, but okay. Tisha can't take what she dishes. Tisha Pumpkin says, oh, I like that name. Tisha can't take what she dishes out. Abyss Day Winner says, Tisha said that to get under Melody's skin. Yeah, she did. And I'm like, girl, you are just over here so mad at Melody living her best life. Now, Mel was coming out there acting like a damn movie star, taking pictures of her damn self and doing the most in that pool. But I'm like, girl, go ahead, girl. Live your life, sis. Live your life. Okay? Live your life. Because she's just letting them know, listen, this is what happy looks like, okay? You bitches is over here bitter. You mad because your husband on the internet telling everybody he want to fuck you all the time and you sick. And you over here mad because your husband think you fucking around on him, but he done fucked the whole nation. The audacity of it all. But I'm just over here living my best life, taking pictures and doing me. And ain't worried about nothing because I know ain't nobody out here cheating on me because I'm living my life like it's golden. And I'm divorced. So he can go do whatever the hell he want to do. Period. QT says, Mel was on your side and this what you do, Tisha? Exactly. Exactly. You bum ass bitch. Like, I'm just out here defending you, bringing up the photos and whatnot in defense of you. Also, Mel, you was being a little messy because she's like, y'all don't want to talk about it. I'm going to bring it the fuck up. Here's my opportunity, but it fit. And I love that about Mel. She brings up stuff right at the perfect time where it makes sense. QT says Mel got some new dick and discovered what the real thing is. Child, listen, okay? I bet you she had an orgasm since she left that fool. I bet say when it says the only way my husband used to really make me come is by oral. Other than that, I was pretty much left out, but I really love the intimacy of it, and orgasm wasn't number one to me. Right, so everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody's sexual experience is different, and I agree with Mel with that. Like, everybody's experience is different. Everybody has different things that stimulate them. You know, like, I love the fact that my husband is very neat. Like, this man, that was one of the things that I was attracted to him about when we first started dating. He was 18 years old, but had Glade plugins at every outlet in his house. He had 2 vacuum cleaners in a studio apartment. Floors, spick and span, clean, clothes folded up, smelled good all the time. Like, that was a turn on for me. A man that was clean, okay? Because that's hard to find. That's real hard to find. And to this day, we like me, y'all, one of my guilty things, I hate making up the bed. This man will wake me up and be like, it's time to get up. Nobody sleeps past 10. And we out the bed and he making the bed up. Military tight cuff. Okay, sometimes we sleep under separate covers just so we don't mess the bed up. That's how clean this house is, y'all. Okay, it's a lot living with my husband, but I appreciate him. Okay, but moving on about the rant with my damn husband. Same as my late husband as well. He did it consistently and made it his business. See, there you go. That's the thing. Some men that you are intimate with, they can only climax or really have a good experience is if you're having a good experience. That's how some men are. But then there's some men that want to jackhammer you until they get theirs and don't give a hell about yours. Okay. A bit say when it says my second husband definitely wanted to make sure that I came, so I learned how to do it without oral. Oops, see, there you go. There you go. And their dick don't got to be as big as King Kong for it to happen either. All right. I'm just gonna tell you that. All right. Shay B says, plus he wasn't bringing in the money. She was. Exactly. A bit say when it says Mel was doing way too much, sometimes she get on my nerves. Child, listen, we here with it. Okay, she was doing a lot in that scene. That's my girl. But she was doing a whole lot right there. I was like, girl, okay now, put the damn phone down. Cut and paste Tisha says, I'm so sick of Tisha and Marcel with these fake jobs and storylines. Child, it's a lot. It's too much. And it's very sickening because they really honestly sit on this TV show thinking that we don't know or that we're not paying attention to their foolishness and their bullshit. It's very evident that y'all are playing with our emotions and playing with us. Cut and paste Tisha says, why didn't he get a hotel room? It's obvious he wanted everyone to know what he was doing. Period. Okay? Very obvious. You wanted everybody to see that you had a woman in there, and you want them to talk about it in front of Mel and think that's going to make her jealous, like she gives a good goddamn. So Philosophy says he should not have brought a stranger in the house, period. Anything could have happened. Exactly. You don't know how, and some of these crazed Love and Marriage Huntsville fans, child, you don't know if a woman got close to him just to try to think she gonna be on the show. Who knows? Or to come in there and try to do something to y'all, rob y'all, anything. Okay? So Philosophy says there we go. People do rob folks and do setups. Exactly. I'm going to read a few more, y'all, and then we're going to get up out of here because I got to come back and talk about sisters. And, the one says, I have a wonderful husband. We have been married for 40 years. Come this May. I think these married folks are defective. Yeah, I don't think they make them like they used to, child. Because I look at my parents and my in-laws, and listen, they know how to stick it through and through. Okay, my parents have been married since my mother was 21 and my father was 20. And my in-laws have been married since my father-in-law was, I think both of them were 19 or 20, something like that. But yeah, my parents have been married for 38 years. My in-laws have been married for 45 years. So, child, marriage is definitely a game to people nowadays, okay? But shout out to you for being married for 40 years and, the one, golly, like I love it. I love to see it. QT says Martell was projecting about him and his baby mama. Abso-freaking-lutely. 100%. He was also projecting about Mel because he was trying to bring up the fact that Mel was cheating too. And because he got to convince everybody that she was cheating too. They argued online for far too long. Girl, really? Child, send me the messages on Instagram, sis, if you can. shayreneeonline on Instagram. Y'all, if y'all not following me on Instagram, go ahead and do that. I'm going to go live more on there too and post more things there. But yeah, I'm going to try to find this information so I can talk to y'all about it later. Cut and paste Tisha says, no, it was Kiki and Marcel. They had an extremely long back and forth. Okay, y'all, yeah, we're going to have to talk about this. I'm going to have to come back and talk to y'all about that. All right, y'all. But that's it. I don't got no more. I got to go and get ready for my sister's review for later on. Shout out to the 109. We got up to 100, and I think we got up to 117 people in the chat at our highest. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that's watching this with us too. And y'all, shout out to all of my subscribers, followers, everybody that watches my videos. I totally love and respect y'all. Please don't, don't feel like you can't say whatever you need to say to me, okay? Just know it's always going to be respectful back and forth, okay? We're going to have a respectful dialogue. You can most certainly disagree with me. I don't want anybody to feel that way. Disagree with me, but just be respectful about it, all right? Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Peace out.